Fohawk is a crass, vulgar, violent, raunchy podcast that is meant for immature, adult audiences only. Content warning is available in the description.
Welcome to Pig Fohawk, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Ben. Hey, guys. Welcome back.
Hey.
Sarah.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here again.
Thanks for coming. And Dan and Chris, welcome back. I think you guys are
It's always good to be here.
perfect attendance for Chris
Feels
and Dan.
good.
Great to be back down here in my dungeon.
Your hot box dungeon.
Yeah. This is an actual play podcast set in the Shadowrun universe. My name is Ben.
is?
It is. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is something else.
But my favorite thing about this universe is that it lives in our universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That way you can have Mel Gibson as your uncle.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't say Gibson, but
We cut it out.
And William Joel.
William Joel.
I've actually got something. I have a Shadowfact plan.
Oh, you saddle up because Tina's got a couple.
Get
ready
antsy
to
for
go
these
in.
shadow facts.
Well, let's go into character intros quick.
Hey, I'm Christian. I play John Anderson. I'm just your classic 80s yuppie businessman who's now shadowrunning as a freelancer, and he's got to keep up his expensive habits doing some shadow running.
Hey, Shadow Punks. I'm Dan. I play Tina Bone Meal. Just a mountain of meaty troll muscle out here looking for a friend, cracking skulls and crushing balls.
You found a few friends.
She has. She's
You found
doing
a couple
well.
of friends.
She's doing with it's been a hell of a few weeks for Tina.
For someone who crushes balls.
You know, she's really, and I found this out, it's hard to not be your friend as much as you want to resist. Tina just reels you in,
Persistent.
whether
she
you want it or
does.
not.
She's tough to
She's
hate.
persistent.
She's a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind us about Boz.
So my name's Sarah. I play Basil Stormgrog, or Boz, and little fact, he's actually a junior. His father is also Basil Stormgrog Sr. He is a heartbroken dwarf, found the love of his life, Gale. She has recently passed, but he was wallowing in his own misery.
He's at a low point.
He's at a low point, if you can say that. But he's ready to make some money, pay off some debts.
He thought it was bad before, but now he's posseed up with these people I'm about to ruin completely.
Right.
Jeez.
I have to
Things are
ruin.
going to get real dark real fast.
We want to do some shadow facts, right? You guys have shadow facts?
Oh yeah.
So John, after his strikeout that John had with the neighbor next door, he's gotten into a little bit of a dark place.
Oh, no.
He's starting to listen to just much more harder edge music, and so one of his friends turned him onto a band with a singer by the name of Donald Henley. And he's been listening to songs like Life in the Fast Lane. It's really speaking to him. It's a sort of a wake-up call. He's wondering if his life is a little bit out of control.
Living in the fast lane.
This band, the Eagles, it rocks so hard for John. It's just so, compared to what he's used to with his Kenny G, he's just like, who are these rebels, these
I
wild
love
men?
it. He's lacing on some dark boat shoes. Now.
Can't be fucking tame.
He really is.
I thought-
he really is, and he's starting to reevaluate his life choices.
I thought John was a loose cannon before.
I'm imagining him looking through his closet, like white jacket, and it's like, no, Navy. Pulls the Navy out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's a darker
Does
exactly.
person.
He's starting to.
he have a 5 o'clock shadow now? Like, is he starting to just let go a little bit?
Absolute Sonny Crockett 5 o'clock shadow. He's reached the Sonny Crockett phase of his yuppiness. He's gotten into the darkness.
How about Tina?
So Tina is currently halfway through taking this Reiki class from a door-to-door crystal saleswoman that she found squatting in the bottom floor of an abandoned factory on Washington Lake. And she only has 10 more hours, and she'll be certified Reiki master. And then she'll be able to just heal her own wounds emotionally and physically.
Wow. Nice.
She's so well-rounded. Yeah.
She's in a lot of hobbies, and she dabbles in a lot of
For
stuff.
those of you who don't know what Reiki is, it's basically you just kind of think real hard, and then you like put your hands up, and I think you wiggle your fingers a little bit, and then you just kind of like, you can't touch the person, but you just kind of like wave your hands around their body.
Feel their energy.
And then feel at like where they need the healing, and it happens.
I can't wait for her to try this on John.
Tina's giant troll hands just hovering over your meaty troll fingers.
I love that, like, okay, so magic has resurfaced, mind you. People can actually heal people with magic, and Riki's still
going
around.
with crystals.
Yeah.
I bet that business got hit pretty hard. As soon as people are like, no,
That's why the crystal saleswoman was squatting in the abandoned factory. I think she kind of got driven out of her market.
Hey, there's always the real deal in the knockoff, isn't there?
That's true. That's true.
Tina would be one to fall into those, right? Those multi-level marketing.
Yes.
Multi-level marketing.
Oh, Boz.
Boz, that rings true. Oh,
that's
no.
Gonna be
The
good.
market is right.
To get out of the pyramid scheme.
He's going to use Tina. That's perfect.
Gail love Ponzi schemes.
So back in the day, Boz Sr. was in a band, right, with William Skaggs. Again, there's a lot of like commonalities in our shadow effects.
I love it.
Yeah, his dad was a sick guitarist, and he ripped with William Skaggs, and they formed the duo Boz Skaggs, and then
Yes.
Was he good?
he was good. Yeah, I mean Boz Jr.
White boy soul.
He's a blues guy. He does. He's got soul, and he plays jazz harmonica, jazz flute.
Fuck yeah!
You won't tell that to a lot of people, but
this is good.
Yeah, he would go around
wind instruments.
So fucking good.
So fucking sick. He would play the guitar.
I legit like Boz Skaggs.
John's more of a woodwind kind of guy.
Yeah.
I love this.
He has I wouldn't say a well-known song, but he would go around, to these small bars, small little music clubs and play. And the BOHD, big ol' heavy dick, is coming back into play. So
you never fully explained it. You never fully revealed.
Well, hold on, I have some of the lyrics pulled up here. I know.
You just dropped that on us.
The big ol' heavy dick.
Do you have original song lyrics from Boz?
So you could definitely take this part out of the recording, but
No, it needs to be in.
Drunkenly, one summer night down in Texas at the lake house, I took the guitar out and I just started strumming. I don't know how to play the guitar, and then just this tune came in my head.
Nice.
Big ol' heavy dick. I got a big ol' heavy dick. And then I'm trying to find the lyrics now.
This is amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, you wrote lyrics.
I wrote a song called Mississippi Dog Dick, so I feel like there's a kinship here.
Where is it? Here we go.
We were drunk one night jamming, Ben and I just started busting out this very similar, like, Mississippi Dog Dick, Mississippi Dog Dick. I don't know where that came from. It
Blues has its roots with dicks.
It flows through you. Yeah, right?
really does.
So the BOHD thing, like I said, it was going to come full circle.
Fuck yes.
Oh, God, listen to these puns.
I'll start out. I'll do a small one for you guys. All right? I got a big ol' heavy dick. I got a big ol' heavy dick. I love my gal. Now my heart is stale. I got a big ol' heavy dick. Don't call me a small man or you'll meet the Capper clan. Got a big ol' heavy dick. Me got a 2-foot pole. It's bigger than yours, troll. Got a big ol' heavy dick. I can bite off your dick, you slimy prick. I got a big ol' heavy dick. You think yours is long? You can't beat this schlong. Got a big ol' heavy dick.
But did he say that bite off a dick?
Yeah, because he's. I should have said it.
He's right there.
Oh, he's
Hi.
right there. Hi. Okay, sorry.
He's troll
You're like
dick
a
height.
bluegrass Eminem rap battle.
Yeah, I guess it was
going
more
on
rap.
there.
I got to do it in the bulk voice. It's
No,
more,
that was perfect. You
it's
had
definitely.
Oh my
yeah.
God, Sarah.
Nice.
So he's got some musical,
Boz, by the way, Boz gets an extra karma for that. Karma die. I'm giving her an extra karma die for that.
Just for,
All right.
Let's play.
let's do it.
All right. After a tense meeting with Mr. Johnson at the Renraku Arcology, Tina, John, and Boz accepted an assassination contract on Arthur Sutton,
Okay.
a researcher at Paladin Defense who is believed to be a security threat to the company. You also received 10,000 nuyen, as well as a chip with maps of both the corporate building and its underground research facility. You got 10 grand up front, by the way. It's 40 grand total. All right, so you guys are still there. I think what happened last was Tina tried to steal a hot dog from Boz. She was caught red-handed.
Oh my God, I forgot about all this.
I did too.
She smacked him. I think he pulled her ear. I think he sucker punched her. And she fell out backwards through the fucking... You guys are in like a camera booth.
Oh yeah.
And she pulled the curtain down, rolled out.
Because we were taking pictures together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone fell out, and you guys basically like spilled out into the fucking hallway,
Right.
out into this like foyer.
I want some fan art of John, Boz, and Tina taking pictures in the.
Get working on that, fans.
I think it was Boz went and got an Auntie Anne's pretzel.
Yeah, he did get a pretzel. Yep.
You guys are near the Fizzy Goo fountain, which is bubbling and sputtering.
The Fizzy Fountain.
I think it's more sputtering. Like it's such a thick liquid just spurting out into a 20-foot geyser.
Why the detail on this? I feel like this is going to come back.
Yeah.
It's like a weird foreshadowing.
Yeah. The Johnson had mentioned 2 ways into this facility. You could go in through the building, through like the actual corporate entrance, or there are underground tunnels that come near the underground facility, which is why he recommended having someone familiar with those things be part of this team.
Yeah,
the only kink to throw into this is that
I don't know if that word means what you think it means. I've never heard it used in that context before.
fun little kink is that there are some undercity gangs
Okay.
that kind of frequent some of these tunnels.
All right.
He mentioned the Molotovs,
Right.
who are like
The moles.
moles.
Tina has never heard of these guys.
No.
Boz knew
Boz knew of them.
of them, yeah.
Oh, right.
He doesn't know them, but he knows of them.
Right.
What do you guys want to do now?
So Tina just fell out on her back. She fell out of the booth, approaches Boz, and just says, "What is that stuff?"
You never had yourself a fizzy goo?
I don't know if I have. Where's John?
I left. I went home.
John,
Just peace out.
Yeah, remember? I was done with you guys after you guys tipped over the photo booth like a porta potty.
He left. Thankfully, the Johnson had already left.
What do you know about this guy, Arthur?
Well, I know that he's gonna be hard to get, but we gotta go underground to get him, don't we?
Guess so. You good at that kind of thing?
You bet your ass I am. You know we gotta find old Johnny boy. Get him back in here, we gotta get a game plan going.
Well, let me give him a call real quick. And Tina dials up John on her brick phone, pulls it out. She sits down on the edge of the Fizzy Goo fountain.
John picks up the phone, and in the background, you can hear Don Henley's "This is the end of the innocence." And John, you can almost hear him. He's a little choked. Yeah, hello?
Oh, choked up, yep.
Yeah, maybe a little bit teary, like a little bit,
Yeah.
like just a little bit sensitive.
Isn't he coming down off his big, like, coke? Wasn't he pretty fucked up at
I
the...
think he's on his motorcycle, just cruising the city, like thinking about the mistakes he's made.
That witchy woman.
Yes,
That witchy woman.
exactly. Life is a witchy woman.
John, hey, where you at?
Just drive in the city, cruising.
I'm here with Boz. We've got to make a plan here. How we're going to get down there and get this guy.
Tonight, we're making it tonight. I just left.
Alright, why don't you guys come meet at my house? We'll have a little rendezvous in the basement.
Just hold on. Boz here.
Yeah.
1 second, I'll put him on for you. I'll put it on for you, John.
fighting about the hot dog? What? Are you guys cool?
Just 1
Shut
second.
up, old Johnny boy. How-
How'd I get hooked up with these two freaks? Sandwiched between these two freaks?
The whole time you're hearing the sputtering of the Fizzy Goo fountain behind them in the background.
Yeah. Are we getting in there tonight?
Let's fucking run, man.
All right.
We gotta do it tonight, Johnny boy. Maybe let's meet at my house. Oh, Tina, do you think I can get a ride on your motorcycle? We can
get
go
a
to
ride.
my
You got-
house.
You got maps over at your house?
I got a lot of shit in my house.
Yeah, let's do that. Where's your house?
Where does he live again?
He lives in Renton.
Renton.
Tina, page me the address.
Okay, Boz.
All
I'll
right,
do it.
listen up, guys. But you got to know something. It's my house, but I don't technically live inside of it. I'm kind of squatting in the basement in the crawl space. I have 2 renters up ahead, so you got to be extra quiet.
Sounds tight.
John.
I would suggest going to the bathroom before you get there. I've been taking.
at a nice bar, at a nice relaxing club?
Tina kind of pulls the phone away from Boz and
John, come on, man. I mean, new guy invited us over. You know, maybe we just give him a chance.
Okay, Tina, there's something. I feel like your voice is a little gruffer than it usually is.
I mean, he's like, maybe the Fizzy Goo.
The physical.
Has everything
Just trying
gotten
to talk over the Fizzy Goo.
everything's gotten darker in my life.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
I'll send you the address.
Oh, Tina, I thought you're back on.
Yeah, here I am. Yeah, let me ping you the address real quick, and I'll page it to you, and you just
Sounds
meet
good,
us over
sounds
there. We're
good.
gonna head over there right quick.
I'll see you soon, old Johnny boy.
See you, John.
All right, Tina, I'll do it for you. Anything for you, old friend.
Old friend.
Old friend.
Yeah. Hey, let's get some drinks. You want me to grab something for you, John?
No, I'm all right. I'll be there.
Okay.
All I've got is a barrel of wine. If you guys want anything else to drink, you'll have to bring it yourself.
I'm all right. I'm gonna come sober, Evan. I need to be sober.
I'll see you there, John.
I think it's funny if John, like, while on the phone, stops by like a drive-through window to get. He's like, "Thanks, old friend," to like the fucking drive-through person.
I think he's letting all these things out, but obviously the walls are gonna come back up.
Tina just hangs up her phone and she's sitting on the ledge of the fizzy goo fountain, and Boz is next to her gnawing on a hot dog, and she's just kind of being called an old friend. She just smiles to herself, looks at her phone longingly, and just like, this has just been a long time coming.
There's like a background picture of like her and John on a run.
Her brick phone is just a picture of her and John. He was like eating like a burrito, and she like snapped a photo without him knowing of them.
Yeah, totally.
She just turns to Boz and starts tucking the brick phone back up into her thigh and says,
Let's saddle up, get the fuck out of here.
Boz, you took the public transit, right?
I took the train.
I'm like,
yeah.
Boz, no, can you please tell us your exact address? Let me put you like Sarah on the
It's like really.
please recite your address in Seattle. Yes.
How's the schools ranked in that area? Tell me, Boz. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, right.
It's a great neighborhood. You know, he and Gail had every intention to start a family. And
I say Tina hops on her scoot and like just invites Boz on the scoot with her, like on the back.
he's hesitant, but he also doesn't want to pay to take the bus back. He's a cheap bastard.
All right.
Nice.
Tina's scoot is straining under all that.
Tina gets outside, just like rips into the scoot, and beckons Boz over to hop on behind her haunches there. They buzz right over to Basil's place.
How about when you show up, you got to park on, like, not right in front of the house, right? Because they have to be a little inconspicuous, sneaking into the crawl space. But
Okay. So Tina pulls up on curbside, kills the engine on the scoot, and says,
"This the place?"
Yeah, that's the place. All right, you gotta be extra quiet.
yeah, how is she gonna fit in the crawl space? I guess this is gonna be
amazing.
A fun.
she could at least crawl through the crawl space, I feel like. She can't, like, stand up. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Not much clearance, but can fit through this, like, I kind of imagine, like, Boz built his own little inconspicuous
like, little
tunnel.
door. Yeah.
Like 2 houses over, there's a storm cellar that goes
like
underneath.
Are we talking like crawl space meaning
awesome.
like
I'm imagining a crawl space that's maybe more like a 5-foot crawl space.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he's 3.5. Like, he can, like, walk under it, right? It's like, it fits him
Right.
well enough.
John's not gonna go in there, but we'll see.
All right, Tina.
My throat hurts. I should have done a different voice. This is like,
That's a tough one.
you know, he kind of checks the house. You know, there's maybe a light on upstairs. It's late, right? It's probably like 10, 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a nice, like, white fence little house.
Picket fence? Nice.
So yeah, he like kind of goes through the back little gate, and the renters had called him. They're like, you know, there's all this cat poop in our garden, and you know, is there like a stray cat? And it's Boz going shit in his own garden, because that's. But it's, you know, it looks like small cat poop. I would assume coming from a door.
Sure.
He invites Tina down. He easily crawls through, just kind of hops down.
Has he wired this place? Is there, like, lanterns hanging or anything inside? Or
I see it like a little cave, right? He has like a table. It's very bare. Maybe like a little fire pit down
a little
there.
pot-belly cast iron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina's kind of picking up on the fact that, like, Boz is, like, sneaking around a bit. And she's kind of, like, looking around and checking the windows and
Be quiet. Stay down.
All right. Just down here.
And she kind of, like, tries to see if she's even going to fit down in this place. And it seems like it's just big enough for her to kind of, like, elbows and knees in
Army
there and
crawl
kind of, like,
down.
sit down, you know, with her legs crossed down in there. She can fit.
She's just super hunched. Her little.
Yeah. She's, like, taking it all in. She's, like, cinder block walls and just dirt floor, like, in the crawl space below the house. And she's like,
This is a nice place. This is nice.
Oh, you don't have to be nice, Tina. It's a shithole. I know.
No, I like
Oi.
it. You should see my place.
Where do you live, troll?
I live in an abandoned factory over by Washington Lake. It's a little more spacious, but
That sounds
but
pretty
no,
nice.
I mean it.
Do you want a drink, huh?
What do you got?
I got wine. That's about it. I'm making my own hooch. I don't think it's ready yet. You want to hit the hooch?
I want to hit the hooch. Let's hit
Hit the
it.
hooch. And I just picture he has like a bunch of like cleaned out Big Gulp containers, kind of, you know, like Big Gulp cups that he uses for guests. So it's
cycling.
like,
can Tina roll for hooch strength here?
Let Boz roll for it.
yeah.
Have everybody roll like 4d6.
4 days. Got it. Okay. Ooh, I got 2 5s and a 4.
Okay.
Nice.
Strong
This is strong, and it's ready. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty
It's
darn
ready.
good.
Yeah, he gets you one of his big gulp containers.
Tina grabs that, and she takes a good triple swig off of that thing.
And he just watches your face.
I got a body of 10.
So roll me 10d6, Dan.
All right.
This is awesome.
We're gonna do a target number 7.
Target number 7, 10 dice. Tina's got a 10 body. Here you go. 1 6 at all
So
those
you
dice.
got it. So you got 1 6 automatic 7. So you got a success.
Nice.
She takes that back and she just like, it catches her real quick, like by surprise for sure. And she just like belches and just hits Boz in the face with just an alcohol cloud. And like, hopefully there were no lit matches down there.
There is a little flame that just kind of flares up for a second.
The lanterns in there like flare for a
Just
second.
That's good.
Tina's used to like Cosmos, and this fucking alcohol like evaporates
Yeah.
out through your nose.
It's like paint thinner.
But he's impressed. You know, he's
That's the good shit, isn't it?
That's good.
Boz, you get your phone starts ringing.
he's got a little flip phone, right?
And yeah, you're able to look at it, and it's Donna, I think it was. I can't remember what I made her name, but
Oh my god.
the tenant.
Yeah.
Basil, we just heard something like a growl or a roar or something down underneath the house.
Oh, I think it's that cat again. Yeah, I put a couple of traps out. Hopefully, you know,
Traps.
I won't worry about it.
You're breaking up. You barely have reception. I don't know where you're at.
I'm driving through a tunnel. No big deal. I'll take care of that cat tomorrow.
The line just goes out because it's just
Donna, that's right.
She can never get a hold of you because you're under the house. So John, I'd say you probably roll up here pretty soon in your car.
So I'm gonna roll up on my bike and I'm gonna walk right up to the front door of the house and knock on it.
Oh shit.
No one told him. Okay. So yeah, the door opens up and it's Donna. She's an elf,
Okay.
a little heavier set than most elves, and she is in a robe. It's late. Curlers are here.
She still has her phone in her hand from talking to Boz.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Boz and Tina.
And the door, it's like opens up a crack. There's like multiple chains across the door. She kind of cracks and looks out. She's like, yeah.
I'm just gonna say Boz and Tina. I'm looking for is their address. I believe it's this address. I show it to her on my phone or whatever.
Boz hears the doorbell, right? I'm assuming he could probably hear it. He's
Boz
all
has got it rewired down into the crawl space. Like a little like
Security camera feed.
it's the alarming bell in the crawl space basement
Yeah.
of Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fucking Johnny boy didn't get the message, did he? We're gonna have to think of something here, Tina.
Oh, shit.
All right. I'll be right back. I'll crawl out. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. You stay
here.
Don't drink all the hooch, Tina.
I can't guarantee you anything.
She's already got hiccups. Like,
Yeah, Boz, you come around the court. When you come around to the front of the house, you see Donna very confused, and she's trying to explain, like, no, Boz. If you mean Basil, he owns this house, but he does not live here. And in fact, we don't know where he's at, and hardly can get a hold of him. If you could,
I love that they don't know. I love that they
He's just
don't
like,
know.
Well, he said he lives here. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I thought
he told you he lives here.
that's what I mean. I don't want to cause.
Oh my
trouble.
God, it's so sad. He hasn't quite come to grips, I don't think, sometimes.
so Basil's gonna come around the corner and be like, "Oh, I got the fucking cat," and just kind of like,
I got the cat. I don't want to show you. It's got no head. It's pretty gnarly. Pretty bad. Johnny boy. Oh,
Buzz.
oh, nice to see ya. All right, Donna, this is a very important friend of mine. I'm going to have to leave you.
Is
I'll
this the
get that-
electrician that you said you were going to bring by?
It is exactly. Yeah, he's going to
Okay.
he's going to check out the house a little bit and he's going to definitely check out the crawl space.
The crawl space.
I'm going in the crawl space. Boss, what the fuck is this?
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to get him to get down to the crawl
I guess
space.
I'm going to the crawl space. Okay.
We have a crawl space.
Donna, don't worry about it. It's just foundational electrical issues.
All right. Will you be around? Come by tomorrow. We took work off tomorrow because we thought the electrician was coming.
It's a more serious matter. I wanted him to come out tonight to check it out. Don't
All
want
right.
this place lighting on fire. So
All right.
just go back to bed.
Just
I got
keep
the
it down.
cat. Yep. Yes, Donna, bitch. Yep, got it.
She closes the door.
What the hell's going on here? What are we doing?
Johnny boy, you didn't listen. I live in the crawl space. It's a long story. Just come on down. I'll get you some hooch.
In the crawl space? How tall is it? How am I going to fit in there?
Tina's down there right now. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus
Really,
Christ.
it's fine.
We got to get on this run.
I hope you're not wearing your nice suit.
And he just smacks him really hard on the back.
We got to get on this run. I mean, as I crawl through, I'm like, Tina, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing down here?
John, we got hooch. It's good.
No, thanks. I'm drying out.
Drying out.
A fresh pow under his nose.
No pow. No pow.
No pow.
No pow.
Wow.
My old friend.
John's clean. He's going cold turkey.
What's going on?
Tina looks huge in this place, by the way. Like, she takes up like half of this space, like just sitting in the center of it.
I want to be like, do you have a coffee? Do you have any a black coffee?
Tina's just kind of like, she's moved to like lounging on her side with like one knee's like bent up, and she's kind of like, she's laying on a beach, like kind of posing, and she's just kind of like cradling one of the big gulp hooch bottles, and she's like,
John, boss. Yeah, come on down.
John's gonna like crawl in and then like do cross-legged Japanese Aikido training.
Fuck yeah.
And just try to find his zen. Like he's been working on something to just keep a serenity now type thing. Like when it's
So
something's
good.
triggering him wanting to go to anger.
I love this. Boz is going to offer you maybe some like powdered coffee mix or something, and he could put on a pot.
Yeah.
Pot of boiling
I'll
water.
take it. John will take that.
Boz's place. He's got this like little wooden table that he, whittled himself, and
out of one piece of wood.
That's pretty sick.
he's got, all of his MLM excess inventory boxes kind of stacked up in one corner. And then on another corner, he has a bunch of like maps folded up, right? Just stacks of like maps and blueprints and everything that he's like kept throughout the years.
Nice.
I love it.
Boss, down to business. You got some maps of the city underground? How are we getting into this place? Where are we going, guys?
So you can see that on the chip, the map of this Paladin Defense. It's in Bellevue, right east of the 405, where it meets the 202.
Okay.
Bellevue is a really fucking nice section of Seattle. Millionaires live here, really high-end corporations. There's sort of like these kind of cool, sleek, artsy-looking office buildings and stuff in Bellevue as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the edge of, alongside Redmond, which they call the Barrens. Redmond is a fucking shithole. Third world country almost.
Okay.
Basically, during like the economic boom, a bunch of businesses moved out there, and then the computer crash in like the 20s, I think, in this world killed the economy. And there was just husks of huge high-rise buildings that squatters have all moved into, and there's just like a bunch of lawless awfulness.
So it's basically like the Bronx in the 80s.
Yeah. Right. It's the warriors out there, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but Boz, that kind of piques your interest because you
Yeah.
know a lot of sort of the underground tunnels in the Redmond area. Also, there are some sort of underground subway tunnels, abandoned train tunnels that you know could probably lead into the Bellevue area.
Sick.
Okay.
How organized is Boz? Like, is it just like shit all everywhere, crazy?
A little bit, but he knows where shit is. It's like
Is it all one room, or is it
Yeah.
like offshoots of like different parts of the crawl space? Is it like compartmentalized?
kind
or is
of
it
one big square room?
Yeah, build your dream crawl
What's
space.
my-
so crazy? Tell us about it.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel a lot different from where I'm sitting right now.
So that's the inspiration.
A fucking litter box. Like, there's shit
I
everywhere.
went over to Sarah's house. We went down into her fucking unfinished basement. We like surrounded her with blankets to get it all, audio perfect and stuff.
It looks awesome. He should have the blankets hanging to keep it.
Sarah
warm.
is doing Boz in Boz's crawl space right now. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking method.
I feel his presence,
Yeah.
I don't have any fermenting booze, but
There's like cat shit in like the litter box right next to you right now.
I
Like,
had
it
to
is
clean
Boz's
it out.
place.
Actually,
yeah.
it smells. It's bad.
God.
It's like it's bad. I need a lantern.
I think it's funny if we have like the usual suspects moment. She's like describing the scene of Boz's basement. We can like see behind her and see that she's just describing the shit around her. Like, wait a second. Wait a second. That's your basement.
There's actually this like wooden baby crib that my husband's father made, and I picture Boz having something like that too, but like for his future children that he's never gonna have. Like he just gets into
Oh, I thought he was sleeping in like a baby crib because he's dwarf.
He also might sleep in it. Yeah, that's probably what he sleeps in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I picture it pretty open. Maybe there's like a little corner that he has like a couple blankets, and he's got like a blueprints and all this shit, but he knows where everything is, right?
Nice.
He's like,
So he's a real
kind of
underground expert. I want John to sort of ask, like,
Mm-hmm.
so you are obviously an underground expert. Seeing as though we are underground.
It's a little problematic, that wording.
Obvious. What are you trying to get at there, Johnny boy? Because I don't live in a high-rise mansion like you do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at.
That's
I'm totally fine with being racist. That's right, you're a dwarf. I said it.
I said it.
Tina's just like, I really like it, Boz. I really like your place. This is nice.
John, roll me a quickness.
Okay.
Roll some dice.
Actually, maybe roll me stealth instead. Sorry, stealth. Target number 4.
3.
3 success. Okay.
3 successes.
Okay.
John
okay,
is
so
like,
maybe-
it's his wired reflexes and his Aikido training.
What am I picking up on?
You're able to get through this place without dirtying any of your clothes somehow.
That's hilarious.
John's just kind of hovering above the dirt.
He, like, crab walked in.
His shoes are just like the only thing in contact with the floor, even though he's sitting cross-legged.
Weird, like, spider, like, walk, like...
His ass is just hovering.
He's got like 2 fingers on both hands, like touching.
Fingertip push up his way in. You do like the weird, like almost like a Bugs Bunny crawl. Like,
Yeah, I've got a lot of, I got some background in the old underground mines and the subway tunnels. I used to run with a pretty rough crowd back in the day.
All right.
Have you ever heard of the Kappas, have you?
Who's that?
No.
Can I divulge this? Is this gonna
do
affect?
it. Tell me whatever you want. Tell them whatever you
Right,
want.
so, you ever heard of the Kappas? I rolled with a couple other dwarves and a big motherfucking troll. We used to, go around doing some dirty
What
deeds.
was his name?
Whose name?
The troll.
Do all trolls know each other?
Yeah, you probably know him. All your trolls are
There aren't many.
buddies, aren't
There aren't
ya?
many of us.
There's only 1% in the city.
It's very racially problematic. We don't all know each other, okay? We don't all know each other.
Kamik.
Ooh. Oh, I like Kamik. Kamik.
The Inuit fisherman. That's a troll.
You know, Kamik?
I don't know.
Q-U-I.
Sounds familiar.
Q. So, I can't fucking spell anyway. Yeah, he worked the shipping docks. He was a sailor. When we were up against it, us dwarves would go underground and we'd surround our enemies and we'd sneak up from the sewers. We'd cap their fucking knees off with our bats and our hammers.
Oh, fuck.
And then old
shit.
Kamik would just go on and chop his head off.
Fuck.
They call them the Kappas, the decapitators, and the knee decapitators.
The cap and the
Cappers.
I love it. I love it.
I like it.
All the
All the
caps. They've
caps.
got all the caps.
Decapitated.
Caps locked.
I know a bit about the underground, and I know some of these. I don't know the mole people. Oh, Johnny boy, it kind of sounded like you might have some insight to this guy, Arthur, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, did I?
Nope. John might
Okay.
have known what Paladin Defense was.
Yeah,
Got it,
yeah, that's
okay.
right, that's right.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
That was it. Okay.
So you know how to get into this place.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking
I
this.
You
think
got any blueprints?
Oh, I definitely don't. Give me a second. I'm going to rummage through. Just talk amongst yourselves. Drink some hooch.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Coffee talk.
I don't know why it's like.
Tina hunkers over towards John and just was like,
You sure you don't want any hooch? What's going on with you?
I'm positive. I gotta stay frosty for this one.
Okay.
Boz finds a blueprint and he lays it out on the table.
okay.
On the north end of Bellevue, that's where Paladin is.
Okay.
Boz, you basically just know that there's like some tunnels that used to take people into downtown. And so you know of a train line that pretty much borders where you think Paladin is.
Yeah.
Tina kind of like comes over to the wood table where you've got these blueprints you're carrying over, takes a look at what you got down there.
He also gave you this blueprint of the facility.
Okay, yeah.
Right? He gave you also blueprints to the office building in case that's a plan of attack. He gave you this on a
Okay.
chip, so you can all like blow this up or whatever you want to do.
So I've got a heads-up display that like flips out from my wrist, kind of like hold it up, and I've got a big forearm, so I got a big heads-up display. And I take that chip and I like pop it into my little USB port on my wrist, show you guys the files that we're looking at here.
Nice.
Let me give you a quick John Madden. Basically, I want to know if you guys are thinking of going into the building, and if not, well, I'll just save you the pain.
Good call.
I feel like we gotta go underground, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Underground.
Let's do it.
We're already fucking underground. We're halfway there.
Totally.
I just imagine Boz also has like this massive printer that can do like printout of maps too. You can print these like huge hard copy of maps out.
That's so
Except
good.
the whole wall of the crawl space.
It's got like the printer, the stuff you tear off from the sides, like the
Dot matrix.
yeah, dot matrix.
Yeah.
So you're looking at this blueprint. It's basically like this sort of a vertical rectangle.
Okay.
There's 4 stand-up data consoles in the middle.
Sure.
The elevators coming into the place are on the south end, coming from the upstairs from the corporate offices.
From above, yes.
There's a vault on the north end.
Okay.
With a pretty secure. Boz, you're looking at this and you can kind of be like, that's a vault. That looks like a vault to me.
Yeah.
On the west end, it looks like a lab.
Okay.
Boz, you know that the subway tunnel pretty much lines up parallel with the east side of this.
Okay.
Got it.
Boz also has some bomb making background.
Nice.
I have some explosives as well.
Is Arthur in here?
He lives in there with his crew.
Okay.
Anybody else in this place other than Arthur?
He didn't tell you anything.
No fucking clue.
No?
It's fine. We take them all out one by one.
Let's kick some ass.
Tina, are you gonna freeze up?
Freeze up.
I'm a little nervous that you're not gonna be able to do it.
What are you talking about?
What if you gotta kill him? What if you're the one?
Hey, relax.
Listen, Boz.
She takes her big gulp down, and she's feeling a little
feeling good.
buzzed at this point. She's feeling good. She puts it over on the wood table, and she says,
Listen.
Keep it breathy, Tina.
If I gotta kill this guy.
Problematic.
If I gotta kill this guy, I walk in, I grab his upper mandible with my 2 big fingers. I grab his lower jaw with my left thumb, and I just slowly start pulling it apart. I call it the double fish hook, and I just remove his jaw from his head.
All right. That'll fucking work, won't it?
Sure will.
All right.
Tina and I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And we're all out of gum.
Well, let's fucking do it. So what I think we should do, I've got a van parked outside with some...
Nice.
It's pretty fucking decked out. While we are hopping, we'll stop by the grocery store, get some hot dogs and, big gulps, whatever we want to take for the ride.
Jesus.
Drive on in. It's really not that hard. We park outside, get a couple grenades, blow this motherfucker up. But that's just me.
I like it.
I love that these renters don't know that Boz has these explosives under their
They're just
house.
sitting on this like...
I'm kind of wondering why we're not meeting in the van. I feel like I'd have much more headroom.
Yeah.
John's like delicately sitting on his haunches, like none of his clothes have touched anything.
How do we get underground, Boz? How do we get down there?
Let's think about this real quick.
The closest entrance that you know of is in the Redmond Barrens. It's pretty much a straight shot once you get down into the tunnels.
okay.
It was sort of a main tunnel that went down into downtown, and it follows the 405, which goes right past the Paladin Defense.
Like the end of Die Hard 3 when they go through the...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Are we driving the minivan through the tunnels?
That's
or are
up
we...
to you guys.
Fuck yeah.
That's up to you guys.
Fuck, that'd be sick.
That'd be sick, like Ninja Turtles style.
Because they're like abandoned, right?
Can we do that?
Fuck yeah.
I love it.
Fuck yeah. Let's
yeah.
do that.
We can make this thing a sick deathmobile.
So you guys hop into Boz's van.
He has it covered like down the street. It's like all tarped up.
What's the van look like? What?
It's an Aerostar.
Oh, a Ford Aerostar.
That's so sick.
It's got like the wooden panel on the side, right?
like a 1992 Ford Aerostar in
Yes.
2053. Like this thing still
Yes.
runs.
Yes.
Barely. But it runs, and he's got some rocket and missile launchers.
That's awesome.
He and Gail had bought this, family safe vehicle for, their future family. And,
Like what the fuck happened?
the dream's not dead.
Like Boz is in a dark place.
He's in a pretty dark place.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they go, down the street, take off a couple tarps.
They get into the Millennium Falcon.
Please, baby, start.
Yeah. He's got like big old wooden blocks like attached to the pedals and stuff so he can actually drive it. 'Cause
Nice.
He's obviously...
I was wondering about that.
Like synth wood paneling along the sides that's like folds out for the rocket launchers to come out.
Oh,
It
that's
looks like
what
a
it is.
family
Yeah,
vehicle,
that's
but like it's a sleeper.
That's what that wood panel's hiding. Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. So yeah, you guys get in the van, you stop off at a Stuffer Shack and get some fucking goodies before you roll out.
Yeah, Tina gets some flaming hot Cheetos and a couple corn dogs. Yeah.
John gets an extra large black coffee, and he should get like a pack of cigarettes. Like you've never seen him smoke cigarettes before.
He's trying to
Fucking hates his life right now.
Then the coffee tastes more like cigarettes than the cigarettes do.
Right.
Yeah.
John's idea of like getting clean is like not drinking and doing coke and like smoking some cigarettes and drinking black coffee.
To replace his vice. Yeah, there's no coffee in this place, by the way. It's just soy calf is what it's called. It's fucking shitty soy-based coffee.
I love that Shadowrun has thought of everything.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
So there's no coffee, John, but you get something similar. It's hot and it smells like shit, but it's a warm beverage.
God.
And Tina, you now that you've seen the Fizzygoo fountain, you're now recognizing the branding of Fizzygoo everywhere in this place. Like, you're like, how have I missed this?
I feel like she would definitely like latch on to like Fizzygoo.
Yeah.
Pick up a couple of t-shirts. She's like really into it now.
But nothing's quite big enough for her and just like kind of rips.
Is it publicly traded?
Fizzygoo.
All right, so you guys stock up and then you roll out.
Yeah.
It's pretty uneventful until you start to get near the Barrens, and then like John may not have been through the Barrens too much, but like Boz and Tina, especially Boz, like you guys know, like you have to look like you belong here. If someone snarls at you, you need to be ready to punch them as hard as you can to assert dominance kind of thing in this
Tina's
place.
favorite arcade bar is in the Barrens.
Okay. It's very uneasy driving through these streets. It's like there's like fucking flaming fucking garbage bins and shit like as you're driving through. Like there's just like people huddling around. It's like kind of raining. It's just kind of drizzling.
Good thing we got that van.
Oh yeah, we blend in.
Boz, you find where it looks like on the maps, and it's a little different from what you remember it. It's definitely. It's all boarded up. There's the chain link fences all around with razor wire on the top. They've kind of cordoned off this entrance to the old subway tunnel.
Yeah,
Nice.
Boz definitely has just like tools and shit in the back, like explosive ingredients or whatever. And he parks, gets out, gets the bolt cutters. You guys are a little surprised at how, quickly he gets through the wire. And
Yeah, does he scale it? Like,
yeah, he's just kind of like climbing up. Looks like a little spider monkey.
I picture like Mario climbing a ladder.
You guys are like blown away. He's like, cutting like the shape of the fucking van out with this like chain links, giving himself just enough space. The
Just a
cookie
little
cutter.
more room.
As you're doing this, Boz, there's a couple of like homely looking druggy types. Yeah, maybe they're chip users or something. They look like got a little crazy look in their eyes, and they're huddled around a fire nearby, and they kind of look at each other as they see this little dwarf messing with this chain fence, and they're looking at each other like maybe they could take him.
Fuck.
And they start to sidle up to you.
All right.
Hey, chummer, what's good? What's good with you, huh? What you up to?
I think if you know what's best for you, just turn right around and go back to your little fire. No trouble here, boys, no trouble.
And Tina inside the van reaches over and grabs John's shoulder and she's like, check this out.
John's gonna lock and load his H&K.
Fuck yes, he is. Are you fully loaded, John?
Oh, fully loaded.
Fuck yes.
He's got oats busted out and Halls waiting in the wings.
So, Boz, roll me an etiquette. You seem that you have a street etiquette, right?
I do, yeah. Let me.
You got a 7, it looks like.
Yeah.
Roll me 7 dice, and we're looking for a target number of 7. Because these two guys look at a little dwarf. There's 2 of them. And they're not like very badass looking. They look pretty sickly. But they think they could maybe take you. They're a little desperate.
I got a 5.
Highest is a 5?
That's the highest.
They look at each other. They kind of lick their lips like, and then one of them just goes, listen, man, we just want a little bit of Nuyen, okay? We're looking for chips. And one of them just kind of grabs you by your collar and starts to push you up against the chain link fence.
Fuck yes.
Boys, I wouldn't do this if I were you.
Let's roll some initiative. Let's do it. Fuck it. So
We're still in the van. We're going to see what
You're
happens.
still in the van.
oh yeah, okay, we'll do one round quick
should
with
do
just
it, yeah.
Boz.
All right, yeah. I kind of want to
Okay, so
bring out this capper.
Fuck these guys up, Boz.
so how we're doing this is you'll roll
Okay, yeah.
Your initiative says so you'll roll 1d6 and then you'll add your reaction 3 to it.
So I just roll 1 die.
Run die.
Yep.
I got 3.
So you rolled
Like,
6.
oh, yeah.
So then these guys are going to roll 2. So they actually rolled. So one of them rolled a 6 as well, and one of them rolled a 5. But Boz, your reaction's higher than his, so you're going to go
Okay.
first.
Nice.
So you get to move first. So what do you want to do?
Okay, so they have me up against it. Like I'm
Yeah.
off the ground, right?
Yeah. Like you're on your toes.
Yeah.
You can still
Okay.
maybe maneuver your way to do something. If you
What are
want
these
to.
guys? They're humans?
Yeah, 2 humans, and they're just
Two
got like
humans.
scabs all over their faces. They just look like they've strung out.
Yeah.
I do have a Warhammer club. Are like my weapons on me?
I would say your Warhammer is probably in the van.
Okay.
That's what I would just say because you were climbing the fence and doing
Yeah.
some shit. But
Yeah,
maybe you have
yeah,
some
yeah,
like
yeah.
You got some bolt cutters in your hand.
The bolt cutters.
That's true.
All right.
That'd be sick. Improvised weapon.
All right, yeah. So I swing myself up and kick off of one of their chests, right, and kind of get myself free. I grab the bolt cutters and I say,
Oh, you boys ever heard of the Kappas, have you?
and then I just fucking swing it at his kneecap and take one down, right? I like blast straight through the bone. It just
Shatters that
his,
patella.
you know, his,
yeah.
his knee.
So
yeah.
I'll have you roll armed combat,
Okay.
which is a 5. You'll roll 5 dice.
Okay.
Target number 4.
Woohoo! I got 2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
Fuck yes.
So that's
Fuck him up.
fucking 4 successes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He only has 1 success. So,
Yeah.
you basically just did a serious wound to this fucking guy.
Okay.
These two, they look like hedge clippers. These fucking bolt cutters are so fucking big. And you swing this thing, and the metal piece just hits his knee and just obliterates. Like, you just hear the crunch. It sounds like it just turns into
cappers.
fucking powder. And it just inhales to scream, and like nothing comes out. It's just so dry. He's like, oh! And then, you can attack again.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. And then maybe the other guy bends down to kind of check on his friend, and I'll grab the same clippers but go up with it, right? And so I
sick.
kind of like smash him across the face.
Damn.
A couple teeth fly out.
Cold.
You're doing the Zorro Z.
A little bit,
just
a little
like,
bit of down, a little up.
Okay, so do it again. Roll me.
Okay, another 5.
And you know what? I forgot you can add combat dice to this shit too. So,
Oh, yeah.
Boz has 4.
Dude,
so you can
add
add
him
4.
all, Boz. This guy's a fucking beetle tweaker. He's got nothing. Do it.
This doesn't affect any other battles later on, right?
Nope,
per
it
battle.
refreshes the
No.
next turn.
Okay,
So
it's per
you
battle.
can do 9
Alright.
dice.
He hits him with a pair of bolt cutters and his body explodes.
All right, I got 2 6s, a 5, and 2 4s.
5 successes. Okay, this guy's gonna do his roll.
Even.
Oh shit! I just dropped mine. He got 3 successes. You still got 2 successes. You did a serious wound to this guy too.
Okay.
So tell me what happens when you swing this at his head. So a serious
Are you
wound
guys-
doesn't kill him, but it's gonna basically like fuck him up really bad. So
Nice.
you tell me what happens when you swing this thing at his face.
In like gruesome detail.
Yes.
Just,
Please.
Get it
I
out.
kind of figure it's one of those slow motion, right? Like hit him in the jaw, a couple teeth, you get spit and blood flying out. Just a full slow motion,
Yes.
not breaking his jaw, but at least
One comes back and like implants into the windshield like permanently,
Yeah.
and now you got to go get like your
my
windshield fixed.
windshield. And you guys are just sitting in the car watching this whole thing happen, right?
Tina's hand is on John's shoulder, and they're just like, yeah.
I'm just imagining also like Boz, like he's watching it in slow motion, like taking in every detail. He's getting a piece of Gale
Oh
back
yeah, just
with
like
each of these
yeah,
assholes.
this is for you, baby. He like kisses up in the air, like there's this little.
So these two, like one of them is on the ground. His knee
Nice.
is like bent backwards unnaturally.
Yeah.
He's laying on the ground like screaming. The other one's just out. You're not sure if he's dead or unconscious, but he's out cold and blood's pouring from his head.
Tina gets out of the van and walks up. Boz is probably like still finishing the last few clips
Yeah,
of the
he's-
chain link.
He just goes back to work.
And she just wants to like look down at the one guy who got fucking kneecapped. She doesn't say a fucking thing. She just kind of grunts. And she like steps on his fucking head and crushes it into the ground.
I'll say you can. He's not fighting you. He doesn't even know you're there.
Boz questioned her before about whether or not she would kill this guy. She just fucking watermelon splats this guy's skull into the earth.
So
And
good.
then she like takes like a sip of her big gulp. It's the fizzy goo, and then it's also like spiked with Boz's hooch.
A sewer side.
Oh man.
That's so good.
I just want John to be like in the sliding door of the van, like back against like the driver's seat of the van with his like H&K vertical Sonny Crockett suit,
Nice.
cut off at the elbow, wearing those driver's gloves,
In the van?
smoking a cigarette with like sunglasses on, like just acting like
Looking fucking cool as shit.
flicking some ash.
He's like putting it out next to where the rockets are stored, but doesn't know it. Yeah, so Boz, you
so
get this
good.
this chain link. The thing falls down. It's a perfect shape of your van.
Like there's no seats, no passenger seats in the back.
Maybe there's one.
No
There's like one
friends.
seat. No friends.
It's
yeah.
like the vacation version of the Aerostar where you take out the middle seat.
yeah.
And then, but there's still like the seat in the back, and like you can fit the cooler in there, and like
Yes,
luxurious.
I love it.
play some board games. Yeah,
This is really sounding like the Turtles van.
that's it, exactly. I
It's
watched
kind of-
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles last night.
Nice.
Boz
Okay.
is a Ninja Turtle. Let's just face it. He just took two
Totally.
people
Go
down,
Ninja, go
like the
Ninja,
beginning
go.
of Ninja Turtles film. He just took them down by himself.
But this helped him. You know, this kind of put him in a better mood. Just
That was a sick takedown. I'm psyched.
getting the blood pumping.
And Tina like looks over at Boz just to see if he sees that she can fucking take a life.
It'd be great that he doesn't. Just will
He
not pay
doesn't
attention.
see
He
it.
just keeps clipping the chain links with his
He's almost done.
Boz like, wipe your boots before you get back in me van.
He looks at John.
Use the ashtray, you fucking animal.
Oh man, John's just gonna pretend like he didn't hear it.
Tina comes up and just kind of like scrapes her boot off on like the sill of the slide open door, like trying to get all like the brain and the blood
So
off her
good.
boot before she gets back. in.
John is gonna wipe the butts out of the van van, but he's not going to say anything. He doesn't respond to threats.
They get back in, they drive through.
You're able to idle this van through the hole and
It's the perfect Aerostar-shaped hole.
toward these. It's sort of like an old. I don't know if you guys are used to subways, but like it's sort of like a big structure. It looks like kind of like a dome, and it's got a big archway in the front side of it, and it's all boarded up right now. I mean, roll me perception, Boz. What's your intelligence?
5.
5.
Oh, yeah.
Target number. Let's say 3.
A 5 and 2, 3 threes.
Nice.
Your van, no one else knows that it's pretty fucking badass. It's pretty armored. It's like able to get through some pretty hefty shit if it needs to. It's going to make easy work of this wood. Like you could get right through it.
Just blast right through it.
Yeah. Can we just say Sarah is playing her, like really rolling real dice right now, and she like got to the
Who am I?
figured out how to roll intelligence faster than I did after 2 years of playing D&D, by the way.
So
Just
awesome.
saying. It's pretty
My
awesome.
palms are a little sweaty. This is
You're rocking it, Sarah.
This is intense. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for playing with us, by the way. This is fun.
Fucking awesome.
So good.
Oh man, we're getting into it.
So yeah, you know that you can get this van through there.
Fuck yeah. Can we go back to the mole gang or whatever? Does Boz know who they are? Do we know like anything about them?
Roll me etiquette.
That's a street etiquette.
You can use your street etiquette, but we're going to use it's Undercity specifically. So we'll use the
What the fuck does that mean?
fuck does that mean?
It's like there's so many layers of the onion to Shadowrun that I'm just like, how the fuck have they thought of everything?
I'm making
what is
some shit up.
Undercity?
I'm just saying it's going to be a separate etiquette because it's like,
Oh, okay.
you know, Tina, you know the street.
Yeah.
This is different than the street.
Okay.
This is like the under the street. This is a whole other life.
There's a whole nother
okay.
Seattle down there.
Boz knows this shit.
I love it.
7 dice, target number 6. Target number
Some
6.
sixes.
Okay.
Need some sixes.
I got 6. 1 6.
You don't know these people, but you know of them. You know that they are in this area. Your gang contacts might know about them if they're still running in the Undercity gang circles.
Plot thickens.
I think we just roll with the plan.
Are you just flooring this van through the wood,
yeah,
by the way?
fucking going.
Okay, so you just gun it. John and Tina, it's a little nerve-wracking for a second.
Tina reaches over and just grabs John's thigh for a second.
And John should just put his hand on hers like Thelma and Louise. Yeah. Like stack it.
You feel her full gear kit between her thighs.
You feel all of my grenades and my brick cell phone.
I also picture Boz just like having, a cassette player or something. He's like, fuck yeah, let's get this rolling. He presses it, but
Nice.
What does he play? What cassettes he pull out?
well, he forgot that Gail had left one of her old cassettes in there, right?
What does Gail listen to?
Perhaps a Celine Dion.
I was going to say like Enya or something. Like,
And if you touch me like this, and if you kiss me like that,
oh, I like that. That's good.
Beautiful.
I'm coming back. And he just kind of...
It's just the soundtrack to Titanic.
It kind of catches Boz by surprise, and he slows down a little bit.
Oh no, he lets off the gas.
He's like, oh, this one's for you, Gail. And he just fucking guns it. And
Nice.
gets maybe even more a little manic with his driving after.
Roll me 6
Sweet.
dice. Your minivan skill.
Okay.
Specialization.
Okay.
6 dice. We're going to do target number...
It's
We're
specialization
going to do
Aerostar.
target number 5.
My dad should have a specialization in Aerostar.
Because you slowed down a bit. It's a little challenging now that you slowed down this
I got
music.
3 5s.
Fuck yeah.
We are romping this thing.
Boz doesn't fuck around.
He like let off the gas for a second when the emotion hit him. Like, everything got
Yeah.
really serene. And then like he was afraid he might get his fucking van just like wedged halfway in and stuck and just guns it and you just blast through this thing. You tear all the wood off. There's like a ring of it stuck around your van still, but you blast through this shit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Immediately
Fuck yeah.
fly down a fucking whole set of stairs, by the way. Like,
No shit.
it like drops off into like escalators that you guys are just fucking driving
We're just
down.
like,
This is Dungeons and Dragons. We are dungeon diving now.
You're driving down these stairs, it's bumping everybody. All the wood just blasts off your fucking van as you're hitting this shit hard, but the van is holding up. John, you're a gearhead. You work on your motorcycle. You know this van is holding some stress. It's holding up to some stress right
yeah.
now somehow.
This is a 92 Aerostar, guys. This is real
I
metal.
want like my cigarette ash to just be like sparking like everywhere. Like
There's like fuzzy dice on the fucking thing flying
Some
everywhere.
flame dice.
You level up and you screech to a halt because you see a couple of like husks of old ground cars like all crunched up and
Sick.
shit on the tracks and on the.
Oh my
You
God.
stop just before you hit this fucking
shit.
car. It stops on a dime.
Tina spills some of her big gulp onto her t-shirt.
Everybody roll me perception.
Onto John.
yeah. Tina spills a little bit on John.
Everyone roll me intelligence, and we're going to do target number 4 for everyone. Just an average.
Tina,
I have
roll an
3
intelligence.
successes.
I got 1 6.
So I was going to make your target number 5, John. So you didn't get any successes. It's really dark down here. There's a fire, a giant bonfire sort of thing in the middle of the tracks. Tina and Boz both have, I think, thermographic vision.
That's pretty sick.
Which means you're able to see kind of some heat. Like the fire is kind of taking up a lot of your attention because it's obviously heat, but you kind of see some figures around.
I do have low light goggles.
Okay, so you just kind of flip these babies down, and Boz, you can see.
Oh, shit. I also have low light goggles.
Fuck yeah, John does.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, baby.
shit, yeah.
That's my John, baby.
Tina's the only one who can't see anything. I rolled a 6. I don't know what that means, but
No, so Tina, you're able to see too. You're able to see you see this huge fire, and then you get the sense that there's some living creatures. You see like sort of blobs of heat sort of behind this fire, but it's kind of lost in the heat waves of this fire. You're not sure.
Okay.
But there's something back there. John and Boz, you're able to see tents people put up where they've been living, little huts kind of thing up on the platform. Boz, you can see that some of those figures are leaving the tents, like the heat signatures are sort of coming out of these tents.
they're coming out. They're coming out.
I heard Celine Dion playing too loud. Artists coming
By
in.
the way, it's the United Canadian, the UCAS, the United Canadian American States.
That's right. Celine's huge here.
It's very
She's a
big.
Legend.
She's a national treasure. She's a national treasure for everyone. She's probably like 98 years old in this world. It doesn't look a day over 50.
Yeah, she still looks the same.
Yeah, so what do you guys do?
Tina opens the door to the Aerostar van, slides it back, and kind of steps out slowly, and the suspension kind of rises on the Aerostar as she relieves it of her weight. Walks out a few feet to the side of the van, trying to observe a little bit more than she could see from inside.
Boz is kind of holding tight. Like, he knows something's obviously not right.
I think John wants to move over here and just get some low cover.
John's playing Shadowrun. He knows how important cover is. He's been shot. Oh, by the way, John, you have a penalty of 1. You have a light wound because you've healed a little bit since your last
Jesus,
thing,
this game never lets you heal.
Yeah, you haven't gone to a hospital or anything.
Tina just goes,
Boz, who are these people?
Boz. Double. Always double.
You know who those people are?
I'm right here, Tina. Keep your voice down.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not sure who these guys are.
I'm sorry.
Could be good, could be bad. They could help us. They could also fucking kill us.
Could be bogeys, could be friendlies.
So Boz is gonna,
you getting out?
yeah,
Okay.
this could be bad.
Oh, I'm loving this newcomer to D&D energy I'm getting here. She's
I'm just
terrified of this.
probably gonna
It's
die.
perfect.
These guys are little fucking tense. We're okay.
It was good knowing Boz, everybody.
You know what he does? He goes back before he gets out of the car. He grabs my warhammer, tuck it in, but I have like a little satchel, like, I throw a couple things in there. So,
Okay.
you know what he's gonna do? He's just gonna go to the fucking fire, because he also has some explosive stuff.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So as Boz walks up to the fire, fucking bravely, she's just like,
Fuck yeah.
she kind of slowly, quietly slips into the driver's seat
Okay, yeah,
of
that's
the
good.
Aerostar.
Nice. Yeah, so Boz, as you kind of put on your sort of toughest walk, a little strut, you're kind of strutting up to this fire, and as you walk up, you see 5 figures come out of the shadows behind this fire. You see a dwarf, and he's sort of up front. He's kind of leading the pack, and he's wearing like track pants, like a soiled sweatshirt, and he's got a scar all the way across his face, over his nose, down to his cheek. Like he looks like he's been hit with something rough.
Okay.
Behind him and kind of close to him is an elf woman. The elf looks like she could be pretty, but she's been living in a fucking subway for looks like maybe years.
Underground.
Hasn't seen daylight for a while.
Just pale and yeah.
Yeah, and she's in really baggy clothes. She looks strung out, but looks kind of crazy. Her eyes look kind of crazy. And then on the left side of the fire comes an orc, and he looks. 2 things are sticking out to you. The dwarf looks like trouble because he looks like maybe he could talk his way out of something or talk you into something, but also could maybe fuck you up. This orc looks like he only is good at one thing, and that's fucking shit up.
Okay.
Behind them are 2 really. They just look desperate. They're kind of hanging back.
Do John and Tina see all of this as well?
Yes. The dwarf looks at Boz and says, "You either gotta be stupid
Oh no.
or the bravest motherfuckers I've ever seen coming down here.
We've got no business with you, dwarf. I promise you that.
Oh, you got no business with me.
All we want to do is pass through.
You see, passing through is my business."
We can pay you. Who do you work for?
And he kind of looks and laughs, and the elf like tries to keep up with him, and then the orc doesn't look, just keeps snarling. And he's like, I don't work for no one. These work for me. He's like, this here. I don't know, he's not going to introduce himself. Hey, here's my friends.
Like a band.
He's like, come over here, let's all hang out.
Yeah,
Grab some weed by the fire.
He's much cooler than me, and he knows when to shut up, and he stops talking because he's badass, not as opposed to me.
I want John to like cock his gun and get his internal smart link fired up.
Okay.
Tina's just gonna like kind of look around the cockpit of this Aerostar, and nothing really looks prevalent at the point, but then she sees the horn in the middle of the wheel, and she just honks the horn.
Boz just fucking shakes his head.
God damn it, Tina.
we got places to be.
The elf looks fucking like that's like scared her, and the two people in the initiates in the back look like terrified. Like, oh.
Just so they know that Boz showed up with fucking muscle. He's not by himself.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
Let me point out an important detail that you probably saw first. They all have tattoos of what looks like mole faces on their faces. It's tattooed on. They're the Molotovs.
Molotovs. That's right.
So you see some fucking like bottles. They got the belt
shit,
with a couple
yeah.
bottles.
Yeah.
These are the guys.
All right, I know exactly who you are, little mole boy. Listen up. I used to work for myself too, and I also work for a lot of other motherfuckers too, so if you don't want to get yourself killed, just let us pass through.
You mentioned pay. What are we talking about here?
Well,
You seem familiar to me. Does Boz have anything that screams? Doesn't he have like...
Picture like the captain's C, that they put on like old varsity jerseys or something. It's
man.
Terry looped.
I love
It
it.
stands for capper.
You a capper?
you still got your kneecaps, don't you? So I guess you haven't really met us too personally, but you bet your fucking ass I'm a capper.
Roll me street etiquette with target number 7.
I have 3 6s.
Shit, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking sick.
That is insane.
Boom.
Okay, fucking A.
Hot
All right.
dice.
He laughs at your joke.
Hot Tyson here.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Be elated tonight.
He kind of laughs at your. He's like, yeah. Yes, I do have my kneecaps. You're right. I was going to make an awful joke. I'm not going to do that.
Do
I was
it.
like, I'm not sure if Julie here still has her kneecaps as much as she's.
She's been on her knees.
You're oozing Undercity charm on this guy. Like something
Oh, yeah.
about the way you're handling yourself. You're flipping right into
I
it.
can't believe this is working. John was ready, fully
I
ready
know.
for this.
I was ready for some combat.
John's trigger finger is just
I
like
know. I
twitching.
almost like started opening fire, but I was like, no. Let Boz figure this out.
Tina just starts revving the engine behind Boz at this point.
Boz slowly takes out his Warhammer club.
He's like, I'm not sure about those 2 guys that were outside of the entrance, but hope they weren't yours, because they're not anymore.
Oh shit! Now you're poking that bear.
Poking that bear. I know. What am I doing?
You got away with it, and you're like, oh, and we just fucked up your
He's
fucking
feeling
people.
good, man.
100% balls. Like,
That's sick.
Big ol' heavy dick.
Hey, man. Yeah, the big old heavy dick is working. He just kind of snarls at you. He kind of matches your machismo, and he goes like, they were nobody to us. And the 2 strung out guys in the back go like, oh. Like they clearly knew these guys.
Billy.
All right, dwarf, what's your name? What you go by?
They call me Balls.
Bo.
Big old balls.
Balls.
Balls is big balls.
And you see Julie kind of look at you with some interest all of a sudden. The elf behind him looks at you with some like, kind of like, oh, like, I call me Scuzz. This is Julie. Over there, that's Gulag.
Gulag.
And that's my band. And then you see the 2 guys in the back go, oh, like,
They're still
all right, Balls. He doesn't know your name's Boz. All right, Balls.
balls.
All right, Balls. You can tell your friends to come out. Oh, we're not going to throw down just yet.
Just yet.
How about I just whistle?
nice. Tina steps out of the driver's side door. Engine's still running.
What's going on up there, boss?
You mean balls.
Tina kind of looks over to John, taking cover behind the car over there with his H&Ks out, kind of inquisitively.
I hate to leave my cover. I gotta be honest with you.
Nods at him. Can I do something? As she steps out of the driver's seat, she reaches back in the door and she pops the hood.
Okay.
And she's going to attempt to rip the hood off of the Aerostar.
What? Why?
He kind of shakes his head again like,
Fucking Tina.
Roll me strength. Let's do this.
Strength of 10.
Target number 8.
Yikes.
You know why? Because it looks like just your ordinary Astrostar, but this motherfucker is reinforced.
I got 10 dice. Oh, I lost 2 of them.
Any sixes?
The 2 on the ground are 5s,
Ooh.
and I have 1 6 in the remaining. So I get to re-roll the 1 6, right?
You're looking for a 2.
Looking for a 2. Got a 5.
All
right.
fuck yeah.
It's definitely harder than you
It's
thought.
harder than she thinks, and she like strains at first. She thinks it's gonna pop right off, but this Aerostar is fucking American built Ford, and like she strains a little bit, and the metal just like pulls back against her, and then it fucking pops off. She takes that whole hood of that Aerostar and grabs it like a shield, and like starts sauntering up behind Boz with her big imposing 10-foot frame.
Hell yeah.
And now she's got like her own cover with her coming up.
It
That's
does
great.
not look as fluid and cool as Tina was hoping. Like you first do it, and then everyone can see her butt cheeks clench as she, like this thing resists, and then she like kind of tears it off like a tin can. It's like a rough tear. It's not along the seam.
You know what she did? She freed the Aerostar. Now that engine can fucking breathe, man.
Yeah. Or it can take a bullet. I mean, either way.
And she kind of saunters up next to Boz and just says,
Looks like you might need some help up here.
Boz, what's your reaction when you see this hood get ripped off your van?
I'm shaking my head. I'm just like, oh, fucking troll twat. She'll pay for that, but not right now. Not now. Not now.
He just has to keep telling himself, like, no, now's not the time.
We got places to be. Who the fuck are you?
So he kind of looks at Tina. He lets things slide with her that he probably normally wouldn't let anyone else get away with.
Wow.
She's really melted
I know.
his cold
I know.
heart.
Tina, what are you doing to him?
Gulag walks up to meet Tina.
Okay.
He's kind of the muscle, the orc, and he looks like he's about maybe like 6 feet tall. You still definitely tower over him. But I mean, he looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Like he looks like he would let you tear a limb off and he would still come at you.
okay.
Yikes.
He's not saying a word.
And John's got like a reticule like beaded on all of these guys' heads.
John's like wanting it to
Yeah.
the chance.
Okay.
He's like, just fuck up. Just say one fucking word wrong, and it's game time.
Are we moving ahead? Or are we throwing down, Boz?
Well, that depends.
And he kind of looks at the other guys and
What'll it be, boys? You've seen my crew. You know what I can do.
He looks at Boz. He looks at Tina. He definitely sees John back there. John's spotless, but looks like he knows how to handle the gun he's holding. All right, I'm gonna ignore the troll that has no respect for another man's vehicle. I like you, dwarf. I like you. 1,000 nuyen. You can get past me.
Oh.
I've got a couple hot dogs in my satchel. How about that, dwarf?
And he looks like he's holding firm.
I don't know. Boz doesn't want to pay.
Tina says,
500. You get the fuck out of our way.
I think it's funny if Tina's like 2,000. Like she goes up.
2,000 and we keep the hot dogs. don't give them our hot dogs, boss.
All right, you know what? Let's just call it, guys. Let's just get back in the car. We'll head out. We don't want to deal with these underground prairie dogs.
we're just like deal off. We're going back in the car.
We're getting back in the car, Dan. Wink, wink.
First of all, Sarah, prairie dogs, that is now canon, like a real insult in the Undercity.
Prairie dogs.
Like it doesn't sounds harmless, but this guy it hurts him. He's like, oh.
Tina goes,
Here's the boss.
and she's just kind of gonna hold up her shield a little bit, her fucking Aerostar hood shield.
Yeah.
Provide a little cover for you if you go back to the Aerostar. So you going back to the van, boss?
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
me.
Can we do
roll
that?
me etiquette. Target number 7. Because you're basically trying to bluff them.
Yeah.
So roll me 7 dice. Target number 7.
Just Boz, right?
The bluff, I'm going to make it also work on you, Tina, because I just feel like Tina doesn't understand people.
Tina-
I'm just like, yeah, I believe Boz, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. I got 2 6s and then
I'm going to roll his etiquette now. A contested roll. It seems to you like he buys it.
okay.
Everyone's kind of taking a cue from him, and everyone sort of relaxes.
And Tina's just kind of like slowly like walking backwards as Boz turns around to like walk back to the Aerostar and keeping eyes on everybody, providing Aerostar hood cover for Boz.
What are you doing, John?
I think John's going to wait until they get into the van, and then he's going to leave his post and get into the van.
Okay.
He's covering them.
We all kind of hunker back down. The Aerostar sliding door closes shut as John comes in.
Where's the hood? Does Tina bring it in with them?
Tina kind of like rests it back on top of the engine because it can't fit in the car, so she kind of like puts it back on top.
She just bungee cords it.
All right, boys and Tina, let's buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy one.
Tina just gulps.
Yeah, Boz just where maybe the gas thing would be. There's just like a big red lever. Mm-hmm. Fucking pulls it. Out come the grenade launchers.
Oh, yes! Oh. I didn't see that. I thought you were going to run him over.
Double cross.
Let's use what we got, man.
This is awesome. You going to do the rocket launchers?
Fuck yeah.
Roast him.
I love this. First of all, you didn't want to pay 1,000 nuyen. You're gonna rocket. This is Shadowrun. No, I'm not paying 1,000 nuyen. I'm gonna fucking shoot rockets at you and kill you.
Fuck these guys up.
Fuck yeah. All right. So you guys hear servos fire up and
so describe to me. So you have missile launchers, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna fire those in an old subway tunnel?
I assume the rocket launchers are just like you kind of point them where you want them to go and they go.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is
I have minivan mounted rocket launchers and anti-vehicle missiles.
So the missiles are the ammunition in your rocket launchers.
I see. Oh, right,
The missiles are like heat guided. You can like program them like computer wise to like go where they want to go. I have no idea.
yes, that's true. Anti-vehicle. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
That's awesome.
Maybe this is too much.
This is amazing. No, I'm
this is
gonna
good.
learn this. I didn't
good.
expect to learn this just yet, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, so you guys hear these servos fire up, and the van just sort of like tremble, and you can see out the windows these massive fucking arms come out of the side of the van, and these just huge anti-fucking vehicle rocket launchers come out.
Shit.
Boz, a little fucking, I don't think it's even like electric. It just kind of like spring flips out. Flips out from your mirror and you can see what you're locking onto.
That's awesome.
Tina just kind of like looks over at John in the back seat and she's like looks scared for the first time that John has ever seen.
Now, here's the deal. Because these are actually kind of programmed to hone in on vehicle emissions, normally this would be a really bad idea. But there's a huge bonfire.
Oh, shit.
Heat signature that these missiles can just lock onto. So your reticule just literally just locks onto this bonfire.
Yeah.
Tina's hand comes up onto like Boz's shoulder and just kind of squeezes down a little bit.
So I know, are you using this as sort of intimidation, or are you using this as like you're gonna fucking kill him?
You know, he doesn't take shit from people, so I kind of envision we blow up the fire, just drive past them. You know, they die. If not, you know, at least.
I think we should fuck him up.
So fucking sick.
Okay, John, Tina, mere seconds after your brain comprehends what just happened, the whole van just bucks. And these fucking rockets just instantly, just these huge, like, I mean, it's so smoky, it fills the whole fucking subway tunnel. These clouds the entire fucking windshield. These two rockets fly over and hit this fucking bonfire.
Sick.
What's the damage on these missiles? It's like, let me look. I got it. I'm going to find it. Okay, so damage code. Jesus Christ. 16 deadly.
Yeah.
Shit.
You just put a new fucking subway tunnel down here.
So 2 missiles hit this fucking. I'm not even going to fucking do any math. Come on. 2 missiles hit this fucking fire pit. Inside the van, like your eardrums are fucking, they feel like they burst. Like it's like the most fucking loud sound you've heard. This subway tunnel, it's like it's amplifying the sound. The whole platform just disappears.
Oh shit.
She just blasted a fucking like pit about fucking like 3 feet deep. And there's just nothing there.
They're gone. They're just
nobody,
gone.
no bonfire, no tents.
Nothing.
No nothing. Cloth from the tents, the bone parts just raining down from the fucking ceiling.
Jesus.
And the tunnel held up pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's unstable. It seems like
we could still drive around.
Yeah, you can go down in the tracks.
Okay.
You can go down in the
Tina
tracks.
just looks over at John slowly. Fire flickering, lighting up their faces, just questioning like, who the fuck did we just get in the van with?
I don't know, but I like it. John's smiling for the first time in a long time.
John, did you close the van door? Like, tell me honestly.
Oh yeah, it
I
closed.
think I would close it because I feel like I anticipated the ramming.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So none of the smoke has come into the van, but there's smoke all in this fucking place. All right. You guys are able to drive safely around this pit you created.
I picture Boz too, just putting on his cassette and having Celine Dion just like, but he just drives right slowly around the pit, just like nothing happened, right? It's just super nonchalant.
But that legit killed them all?
There's nobody there.
That's amazing.
2 missiles meant to destroy vehicles like helicopters and shit.
That's so crazy.
This bonfire, they're all saying,
Jesus Christ.
And they thought
That
you
was
were
the quickest
leaving.
battle we've ever had.
They thought you were leaving.
He's off his rocker.
I love it. That was well played.
He's got like nothing left to lose, right? This is kind of like his mindset.
Boz is having a fucking blast right now.
Boz is just thinking about Gale as he like driving down.
Or maybe he's not thinking about Caleb for the first time in a long time. Like, he's murdering some people, getting his groove back. Boz is sort of like slowly navigating these sort of tunnels in the van, like on these.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's like a very peaceful, serene drive. You pull up to a fork in the tunnel.
Is the hood like still resting on there?
No, that thing's fucking gone.
It kind of like
when that blew up, it fucking
the explosion
flipped up
took
over,
it.
Yeah,
Nice.
flipped up over the van.
Just flipped it back.
The hood like shurikened up into the roof of the fucking subway tunnel.
Yeah.
You know where the facility is. Like, you know literally like where geographically it is. You're rolling up and you find a fork that's a little too narrow for your van.
So we're going to have to abandon the van.
Yep.
I want this thing to lock up like the Batmobile. It should have like electric shocks and stuff. Like these gangers try to get into your sick van.
Like it starts to like over the grill, you guys see like this armor start to flip up over the grill, and then it gets to the hood and just stops.
They just like scrap this thing. They steal the battery. They steal like the radio, everything. You get back and there's like nothing.
It's just cleaned out.
Yeah, as you guys climb out of this van, Boz, you know that the path to the research facility is straight ahead, 30 meters.
Okay.
It's just kind of ends. There's just a wall. And you know that that's basically the wall of the research facility, basically right there.
Okay.
But it's like rough hewn stone. It's been mined out, sort of. You hear this giant sort of generator with a big fan whirring. And then straight ahead, you can see this wall through this tiny little narrow tunnel that you know is alongside the research facility. And then there's a fork to your left. You hear some rustling deep in the cavern and some kind of growling and shit.
Fuck.
Here's the catch.
D&D shit.
The path leading straight ahead, the little tunnel, is a little too narrow for a troll. Tina may be able to squeeze through there.
Straight ahead is too narrow.
So you got to go towards the wrestling, huh?
Oh.
You might be able to get in there, Tina, but it's basically like it's going to be tight, very tight, 3.5 feet wide.
Oh shit. Okay.
So Tina, you might be able to squeeze in sideways or something, but you're going to be basically useless if something ever happened.
Okay. She slides open the door on the car. She walks up, kind of stands in front of the headlights and turns back to them and just says,
There's no way I'm getting through there. But I think I can make it through this path to the left here.
Unless I take a quick dump.
I think we should stick together. I don't think we should split up. That's my vote.
Boz, what do you think?
I don't know what that growling is. I don't like it, but I agree. I think we should stick together. I'll come back for the car later.
I'm scared. Do we split up?
I love this.
Tina turns to Boz and John and she just says,
You guys lead the way.
I think John can lead.
we're going to try and go through the narrow section straight ahead, it sounds like.
Oh, you are? Or are you going?
Oh, I thought we were.
I thought we were
going.
turning too.
This is perfect. Tina thinks she's emboldening these people to go forward, and then as you start to walk forward, everyone turns left and starts going left. Like you just completely off on your speech. You get this big football rah-rah speech, and then everyone's like, all right, we're all sticking together. We're going this way.
And she just kind of like turns left and like follows you guys. And like, so yeah.
That's what I meant. All right, so who's behind John and what order are you guys in?
Probably Boz.
Tina's going last.
So you're walking down a path, this left pathway, and you're getting this scratching and this growling starts to grow louder and louder. It's echoing down this cavern as you're walking toward it.
Yeah.
There's sort of these like long neon sort of like fluorescent light bulbs placed sporadically on the left and right side, just sort of like alternating each side every about 15 feet. As you get further in, they're kind of flickering and kind of dying.
Okay.
What is this?
I don't know.
As you get to the end of this, you walk about, maybe 100 feet.
Yeah.
These lights they're just not working anymore, and it just kind of fades into darkness behind you. And you can see that it sort of opens up, the mouth of this tunnel opens up into this sort of small cavern.
Okay.
And as you walk in, you just see these red eyes looking at you from the shadows. A pair of eyes looking at you, and then another pair of eyes, and then another pair of eyes a little taller, and another little pair of eyes a little lower.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Surrounded.
Tina shakes out the chain from her sleeve on her left side, and on her right side, she reaches down to her T250 shotgun, unholsters it, and just clenches down on the handle to be ready.
This scuffing sound gets louder as they walk out of these shadows, and you see in front of you 4 gnarly looking ghouls. They've got ashen gray skin.
Did you say ghouls?
Ghouls. The flesh is hanging off their bones. They smell like rotted dead human flesh. So just so you guys know, they're not common. Boz, you've probably run into a couple of these maybe in your past because they are sort of, they dwell in places like the underground.
It's like D&D, man. This is like, I didn't realize Shadowrun had ghouls.
Magic, baby. Magic meets man and machine.
Oh, shit.
These
We don't have any
fuckers,
magic.
They eat flesh. They're basically zombies. They've got fucking claws and they're looking at you and they look fucking feverish. Like they haven't seen anybody down here forever.
Well, shit.
And Tina just yells out, "You guys know where the lab is?"
Thank you for listening to Pink Fohawk. You can check out new episodes every 2 weeks. Until then, we'd be hugely thankful if everyone listening could post about our podcast on Reddit or Twitter, or leave a review on Podchaser or Apple Podcasts, or even just share our show with a couple of friends. That'd be awesome. Thanks again for giving us your time. It's the most precious commodity any person has. Pink Fohawk theme created by Collin Ruffino. You can find links to his website in the description below, along with credits for other songs used in this episode. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Tina still has been just looking for Surge everywhere. And now she's realizing that Fizzy Goo is the new thing and she's into it, but she's just been stuck on the idea of Surge for a long time.
Roll me perception, Tina.
Ooh, perception?
Intelligence. Target number 6.
Ooh, I got 1-6.
You recognize a product it says Spooge on it, and it's similar branding. It looks like maybe they rebranded recently.
There's a video console right next to it trying to sell the Spooge, and it's just Spooge.
It's right.
A bunch of 13-year-old guys trying to run up a mountain and just
Spooge, and it's extreme Spooge. It's a little display next to all the contraceptives.
It's a green filter on everything.
Yeah.